Welcome to the O Scene. I'm Jacqueline Twegg. In Orange County, there's always something to do. Look to your own neighborhood or surrounding city. Time to check out the people, places, and events taking place on the O Scene. Foodies, listen up. Specifically, Pho Foodie followers. We have a festival just for you in Fountain Valley. And there's a new place in Huntington Beach for veterans to access valuable information and resources. Stay tuned for other recent happenings in Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach, Stanton, and Westminster. Cities are aglow and holiday lights are bringing communities together as winter is underway.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging.
In less than a week, 3 tree lightings taking place in 3 cities, keeping Santa very busy.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm looking forward to all the treats that you'll be leaving me on Christmas Eve.
First, the city of Fountain Valley with holiday cheer.
Happy holidays! Happy holidays!
This is the community that bring everybody together, and we need to create excitement. We need to create a family gathering that not only the kids come out, but the parents, the grandparents, they are all here to enjoy the festivity. We have carnival ride, we have so many games, and it's a night long of celebrations.
Support Fountain Valley High School soccer.
My family came out to the tree lighting ceremony because my daughter was dancing in the festivities. They had a couple dance crews out tonight, and she was dancing with Orange County's dance troupe.
There's dancing and singing on stage.
All the shine, the thousand spotlights. Hide from the sun, I love you forever. We'll have some fun, yes, let's hit the North Pole and have a dream. Let's have a cheer from everyone. From now on, our troubles will be miles away.
Food trucks to fill up on, and a fun Ferris wheel this year. Indoor, there are crafts to be created and games to be played, all waiting for Santa's arrival and the tree lighting.
3, 2, 1!
Spectators treated to a fireworks show. Then photos with Santa Claus to make for some holiday memories. Next stop, Westminster in the Civic Center Sunken Gardens. Here too, boys and girls anxiously awaiting his arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's happening here, but look over there on Westminster Boulevard.
Looks like he was well protected by the SWAT officers.
Come on, everyone, and help me to light this beautiful tree. 1, 2, 3.
And a holiday message from the City of Westminster Council member Sergio Contreras.
Thank you. I hope that you keep in mind all the soldiers and our military families that are probably not going to be home this year. Keep them in your mind and your prayers as they continue to be vigilant and protect us and enjoy the freedoms that we have today. So wish, again, everyone a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a fantastic and prosperous New Year.
People enjoyed the festivities with performers on stage singing holiday carols and getting everyone in the holiday spirit.
Jingle all the way, so come sing with me. All together we'll be. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Then having one-on-one time with Santa was special too. When it was time for Santa to make his stop in Stanton, it was raining, so the tree lighting was inside City Hall.
The rain will not stop anyone. I understand that Santa's not that far away. He will definitely be here. Everybody else will be here. We have a great choir. You can see the room is filling up quite nicely. Our mayor will be here as well. It'll be just a celebration for each and every single one of us.
And it's a celebration of all the religions and holidays here in one room.
Holidays around the world is really what we want to take into consideration because Stanton is such a diverse city. We have so many different people from so many different countries with so many different traditions. Instead of blending them all into one, we definitely want to celebrate each and every single one of them.
Everything from Buddhist to Jewish to Muslim traditions featured on table displays, allowing the community to learn more about one another.
Seeing this diversity and celebration, this is what America means. And so seeing that connection, that solidarity, that even those who don't celebrate Christmas are here celebrating together and sharing their own holidays and cultures.
And Rancho Alamitos High School Vocal Assembly provided the entertainment. Then, time for Santa to help light not just one tree, but the tree forest on stage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Merry Christmas to everyone. And let the season begin and have a wonderful evening and a wonderful holiday. Thank you.
I think the holidays are just a good time for everybody to turn around and look who's standing next to them and reunite with their community. So that's what I'm looking forward to for the holiday season. So we'll be armed and ready with friendships and relationships to get started for next year. So happy holidays to everybody.
And then families visit with Santa, asking for their holiday wishes, making this evening complete. Happy holidays to all. Now let's find out why so many think this Pho Festival in Fountain Valley is so much fun. In Fountain Valley, the first annual Pho Festival, a fun day for the whole family.
We're here for the pho! Come on, it's Pho Fest! It's Pho Festival! We're here for the pho!
There are also carnival games and rides to keep kids entertained. Then there's the main attraction.
The pho is a dish that I grew up eating for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. And now today we are introducing this main dish to the local community, and this is the way that Fountain Valley reach out to showcase our diversification.
Food brings Vietnamese families together, and we're so happy. I'm so happy that food can bring the whole community together, not just Vietnamese, everyone.
Hannah and Francisco Sa are here today with sister-in-law Carrie, who's visiting from out of state.
She's here with us today, and we thought this would be something different and unique that she might not get to experience out in South Carolina.
And how do you guys feel about pho?
This is actually my first time having it, so I just got done with it, really enjoyed it, delicious. We'll definitely be having it again sometime.
So far we did the original bulgogi beef fries and then just chicken pho bells, so pho, right? Not pho.
That's right, Hannah, it's pho. Time now to see how pho is prepared for all the pho fanatics. First, noodles are blanched al dente style.
But then we move over here where she starts off with the brisket, which is the cooked meat, and then the meatball. The last thing is the eye round, is because the eye round, you can actually eat it like tartare kind of style. So I insisted for them to lay it on top, and the broth will go around it where you kind of get like a medium feel to the eye round. So the end result is the onion and cilantro and then the broth. So you get the anise, Caesar, all these 7 different kind of spices that goes into the flavoring, the aroma of the pho. And then when it hits with the cilantro and the onions, it's going to give you that magnificent aroma of like home.
I smell it right now, and it's like infusing right here. It's like chicken soup for Americans.
Exactly, chicken soup for American. When you have a cold, when you're hungover, this is the perfect food. This is a perfect comfort food.
Everybody's here from different cultures. I mean, it's just great over a bowl of pho. And you know, who would have ever thought a bowl of noodle soup? Everybody's here, and that's what we're all centralized here.
I'm excited that my favorite dish of my culture, going up with it, is now going mainstream. And to be part of a movement, to be here with friends who are foodies, and to enjoy this with my family, my wife and kids, and just good friends is an amazing day.
Pho, being one of the most well-known food recognized in the world, we're thinking, you know, we have lobster festival, we have barbecue festivals, but why don't we have a Pho Festival? And this is the very first one, so we're thrilled just to have it here in the heart of Little Saigon, and also spotlighting our culture here as well.
So pho is the star of this show, but there are also other delicious dishes featured.
Well, you know, I mean, everyone knows banh mi, but everyone knows egg rolls. But you know, there's some really unique Vietnamese dishes here, especially right behind me at Hong Phat. They have some unique dishes that you can check out. Again, open up the horizons beyond just pho.
We have such an amazing Asian culture here in the city, so it's good we can get out of our comfort zones and try pho and try some of the other Asian specialties.
And outside of the festival, Councilmember Patrick Harper enjoys pho on a regular basis.
You know, my wife's Vietnamese, and so when we go over to a party at a Vietnamese house, they always have a big bowl of pho on the oven, and everybody eats together. So it's a great experience.
Really what I'm excited about is enhancing the quality of life in our community. And when you see the families coming out and everybody having smiles on their face, you just understand that the event is what our community wants, and you can see that the families and the community are happy, and that's what we're looking for.
So how about trying out pho for yourself? There are many great restaurants in Fountain Valley that serve pho, just in case you miss this foodie festival. From pho to Frisbee Disk Golf, we check out what the game is all about in Huntington Beach, where there's quite a following. For the past 40 years, there's a course dedicated to the sport in Huntington Beach. Frisbee Disk Golf is the only one of its kind around, and it has quite a following.
Bring it in! We have 18 holes out here. We still call them holes even though they're pins. And you just tee off from a designated tee area and try and make it in the basket in the least amount of strokes as possible. So everything here is a par 3, so that would be your goal. That'd be really good for a new person, and some guys will come out here and get 2s on everything.
At Huntington Central Park, they have leagues you can join, or just come with some friends. You can even bring your dog.
It's pretty easy to pick up. You can come out here first time ever, and after 3 holes, you'll kind of get the knack of it. It's one of those, it's easy to pick up, impossible to perfect. So people play their whole lives just trying to perfect, their scores.
This sport is for people of all ages. Stephen Key runs many of the clinics, starting at age 5 to the Masters Division, which is ages 50 and up.
I think I enjoy the excitement that somebody gets as soon as they increase on a specific skill level, whether it's throwing it farther, whether their score is increasing week to week. Just seeing that they accomplish something, that they set a goal and they cross that line, that alone is good enough for me.
Lisa Chavera has set high goals for herself, and she's accomplishing them.
I started about 2.5 years ago, competitively and more seriously. I have a softball background of 15 years, so after that was done, I looked for something to do, and I fell in love with it once I started playing.
And after putting in the time and effort,
I am currently an amateur player, but this year I plan on moving up to the open field and play with the professional women just to step up my level of game.
One thing to note, if you're new to the sport, it's not just any Frisbee you'll be using on the course. Each Frisbee serves a different purpose, from putters to mid-ranges to drivers and much more.
Check it out, it's fun, but there's always going to be someone to help you, especially if you come out and you're like, hey, I saw you throwing. Any tips for a beginner? Especially if they're a local out here, they're always going to want to help you out for sure.
Frisbee golf, being a friendly community, is a sentiment shared by Walter Gonzalez. Playing for 23 years, he's played at the pro level. Now he's out to have a good time.
All about fun for me. I take it to, this is more of our escape. I come out to the park for an escape. It's not, you can try to play and get crazy with the money and try to make money at it, or it's an escape and you go have fun. It's something I do with my kids, is talk, get away and talk. You know what I mean? Awesome.
The 15-acre course in Huntington Central Park is across the street from the sports complex on Golden West. It's $2 during the week for all-day play and $3 on weekends. Rentals are $2. They invite you to bring the family, bring the kids, and bring the dog. At the Huntington Beach's Central Library, there is a new resource for veterans to have access to much-needed services, and the program is in part thanks to volunteers.
Yes, we're ready.
It's official. The Huntington Beach Central Library has a new Veterans Resource Center that will serve the community and beyond.
This is so exciting to be a part of this and to have, I've already had so much community engagement. We've had the American Legion Post 133 of Huntington Beach have been so instrumental in putting this together for me. They've been so excited, and they've introduced me to so many other community organizations that are here serving veterans in Orange County.
This center is all about connecting veterans with their benefits and making this process as easy as possible.
I'm very proud to be a part of this. I'm very honored to be able to serve Orange County's veterans. I already had a woman come up to me who just happened to come to the library today because she needed help filling out veteran paperwork for her husband. And to see how grateful she was is just an example of how much this is needed and how much good work we can do here.
Many American Legion Post 133 members are among the volunteers who have gone through training to help veterans in need.
Having this here and being able to man it and take care of our veterans in our community is just really right there with our motto. It's something that a lot of our members have come up to me several times and said, can we do more for our community? We do a lot now as it is, but this is something that's really going to touch families and make a difference. So we're really excited about this.
And we figure this is the perfect spot. Most people come to the library to learn, and that's why we're here, to direct them in there. We can help them get, we have different forms to help them set up their DD-214, which they need in order to start anything with the, let's say, the VA. We'll help them get into the Long Beach or any VA system to get their medical benefits, to get health care, to get all the care that they desperately need that they don't have right now on the streets.
Huntington Beach Mayor Eric Peterson understands firsthand the importance of a place like this.
Growing up in this city, being a veteran, it's wonderful to see that this city continues to give back to its hometown veterans and the county veterans. I mean, we give a lot, and I love that it's coming from our city.
And this space can provide more than resources.
When you're in, you have that esprit de corps, and you have the, you're all brothers, and you lose that when you come to the civilian life again. And so we all keep in touch with each other, and it keeps that going. And places like this are, like you said, places where people can meet each other and swap stories and, get help and get things that they need.
Prescott has a good VA board too. Prescott Arlington.
Letting them know how important. I mean, we do a good job of that already with the different events that we have down at Pier Plaza for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, but this is actually even more important because those people that might be struggling, that have served, now there's a place for them to come and to get what they need.
Former Mayor and American Legion Post Member 133 Ralph Bauer appreciates seeing a center like this open in the city he loves.
Thanks to Huntington Beach is very responsive to the needs of the people, and this Veterans is an example of how Huntington Beach is responsive to the needs of a certain segment of the population who gave of themselves. So that's, what else can you say?
The Veterans Resource Center is funded through a grant, Veterans Connect at the Library, a partnership with CalVet and the California State Library. This is now one of 2 libraries in Orange County that has this program. The other is located in Mission Viejo. The library will be staffed with volunteers Tuesdays through Thursdays from 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Well, that's all for now, but we hope you'll be inspired to go out and explore all of the experiences awaiting you. Until next time, I'm Jacqueline Twegg for the O Scene.